So we'll get started now, and I'll try to keep an eye on the comments as I go along through this. So a couple of things to quickly draw your attention to this week. So I sent out an email today about a VIP offer that I have on Substack for the next 3 days, really only 2 days, because today's almost over on my end. But basically, my VIP tier, which is my founding member tier on Substack, is about a third off at the minute. So it's from $300 down to $199 just for the next 3 days until Friday. And the VIP membership tier, if you don't know, is basically my paid tier plus two 60-minute live Zoom calls with whatever you want to talk about. We can do it in the course of that. So if you have any questions about any things I've already mentioned, if you want to go a bit deeper into your Substack journey, if you want to talk about how to create a sustainable writing-based business, and we can talk about those kind of things during those calls. Whatever you want to talk about that you think I might be able to help you with, that's what that's for. So you get those 2 calls spaced out maybe by a couple of weeks or whatever will suit you best, and we can just kind of get into it and talk about whatever you feel that I can help you with. So you get that. You also get a a recorded video audit of your Substack publication, and you can sort of save that for later as well. If your publication isn't really where you want it to be just yet, you can save it for further down the line. But that's again basically me jumping on to your publication and just recording myself, kind of going through it and just sharing my raw thoughts on it and just saying I think this is really good. I think you could improve this aspect of it, etc., etc. So, it's very helpful if you just want to get a bit of an idea of what you can maybe do straight away from somebody who's maybe just doing it for the first time, giving you just the raw thoughts and that. So I'll record that and send that through to you as well. You can watch that at your leisure. You can watch back more than once if you need to. And then the third thing you get with the VIP membership is a one sheet strategy guide. So based on the calls, based on the publication audit, I'll put together some one sheet strategy, like 30-day kind of thing that you can jump straight into and start making changes straight away that will help you in the short term as well. Things you can do, things you can action right away. So you get those 3 things. So the 2 calls, 60 minutes each, a little bit spread out, so we can talk about things at the start that might help you, and then you can come back a few weeks later and say, David, I implemented some of these things, and here's what I think, and can you give me some more advice about that? And give you a bit of a picture of how you can take things forward. You get a publication video audit, and you get the one page strategy guide as well, based on those things. Um, so that's what you get with the VIP membership tier, along with everything else you get as a paid subscriber. So you get access to every paywalled article, every paid resource within How to Write for a Living. You get to ask about you get to ask questions in advance of these live calls, and I can address them during the calls. You get to take part in anything basically that's for paid subscribers. You get that throughout the year as well. And the best thing is, of course, if you upgrade in the next 3 days to my VIP membership tier, you also get that discount for life. So as long as you renew, you'll always get that third off the overall price. So it's a pretty good deal. It's kind of a step between working with me on like a free basis or even as a paid subscriber, and like full blown coaching. If coaching is something that's too much for you right now, but you also want to go a little bit deeper and ask some real questions and really just get straight to the heart of what your challenges are, then VIP membership is a good option for that. Because you can speak to me directly and I can give you just direct feedback and things. So, like I said, that offer is on until Friday. So this is the first day of it. Finishes on Friday. I'll send you an email on Friday to remind you again as well about that. And if it's for you, then definitely upgrade if you want to. If it's not for you right now, that's perfectly fine. I won't be offended if you want to stay as a free subscriber or as a paid subscriber as well. Excuse me, I'm talking a lot here. Again, if you're joining me, it's great to have you here. If you have any questions you want to ask about Substack, about writing, about books, about solopreneurship, about anything I'm doing, about me personally within reason, feel free to put those into the comments, and I will do my best to address them before this session ends today. Second thing I want to mention, I don't want to talk about me the whole time, but this is just some stuff I want to update you guys on, is my next book is coming out next month. So on the 15th of December, you might have seen a post about it already, but my next horror novel, which is called Humbug, is out, and it'll be available then. You can pre-order it soon once I kind of have everything finished off, putting it together. Putting together a book yourself whenever you're self-publishing it is not as easy as it sounds, and it does take quite a while putting it all together. So I'm working on that right now. So as soon as that's ready to go, I'll let you guys know when you can pre-order it if you want to. But if you've read The Substitute, which is behind me there, if you like horror novels in general, with a little bit of sci-fi thrown in as well, it's a really good book for you to. It's set at Christmas, coming out at Christmas time. If you know someone else who likes horror, then you can grab a copy for them instead. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I wrote it a couple of years ago now. It's been sort of in the works that entire time. And I'm really excited to get it out there into the world. So, yeah, Humbug coming out on the 15th of December as my next novel. And if you want to support that, you can. And that'll be great. Um, One question I did have from somebody as a paid subscriber this week, and I'm just going to click into it now. Yeah, I'm not gonna address it in full now because I think it's something that requires more than just me talking about it. I might require a video or something like that to kind of explain it in full. But the question was, how can we create a section on our homepage that's just for popular posts in addition to recent posts, and that include links to our digital courses. So, um, again, I'm not going to explain this in detail now because I think you need to see it or read about it. But basically, you can create sections within your publication that are sort of separate. Like, for instance, I have a section called my member resource hub, which is just for paid subscribers. So if I'm putting up an article or a post, I can decide which section of my publication that's going to go into, whether it's going to go into the general publication or it's going to go into that specific member resource hub area, which is just for paid subscribers. And you can do that as well. You can just create as many sections as you want and organize things in that way. And people can, again, I think this is the way it is. You can subscribe to receive emails about certain sections of the publication and not others. So if you're receiving emails from someone on Substack, you can decide I don't want to hear about their fiction work, for instance, but I do want to hear about their Substack guidance, or I don't want to hear about their podcast episodes, but I do want to hear about this other thing. So sections are really good for that, helping people have the option to decide which thing they want to hear from you about and which thing they don't want to hear about. So you can create sections on your publication. But if you just want to have this person said about having like their most popular posts listed, you can add that to your homepage. It just requires you to go into your settings and into the website editor part, and then you can set that column along the right hand side for your most popular posts, and it will display maybe the first half a dozen of those, which is really helpful as well if you want people to keep checking those out. You can also do what I've done, where you basically just create pages and add them to like your tab on the top. And then you can, for instance, have a page that just has links to your digital courses. So if you want people to be directed towards that, you can add that to your publication homepage. I see a lot of people doing this who maybe are trying to monetize through Substack, but by selling courses or coaching or things like that. And they maybe don't want to like have a pay tier necessarily, but they want to have like digital products that people can buy. So you can add that to your homepage along the top, and people can go in there and just basically find all of your stuff. Or you can also create like a table of contents post. And again, I made a video about that on YouTube. If you want to watch it, you can go to my YouTube channel and just scroll down. You'll be able to find that pretty quickly. And I've gone on my homepage on Substack as well, but it basically is a place where you can just gather together all of your articles, group them under different categories, paid, free, whatever the topics are, and just organize that any way you want. You get free reign with it. It's really uh, a really cool sort of organic thing that you can do on Substack, and people can go there and find all of your stuff, which is great. Um, so those are some options. Again, I think that question about creating a section and putting up your most popular posts might require a video, so I might make a video about that for you guys and stick it on YouTube, and you can watch it later and see. I can't do it this week because it's a little bit busy, but after that, I can maybe tackle that for you. Um, and this person also asked about like autoresponders and things like that, and how to connect up with things like Kit and with Zapier. And again, I'm gonna maybe have to address that more directly. But yeah, I hope that was helpful anyway about the sections. And again, if you have any questions about that you want to ask, then feel free to pop those into the comments before I go. Mark Schultz, hey Mark, how are you? Has asked, how can content creators learn to focus more on presentation than content that fails to reach its intended genre? Good question. Let me think about it for a second. How can content creators learn to focus more on presentation than content that fails to reach its intended genre? I would say, I'll take a drink for a second when I think about it. I would say, Mark, if you're talking about how to improve your presentation so that your content can reach more people, if the presentation side of things is maybe the part where you're falling down a little bit, um, practice makes perfect with that. I do videos on Substack every week like this. I do podcast episodes, I make YouTube videos, etc. And when I started all that, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I had zero confidence about it. It just took a little bit of practice and doing it and showing up like this. And showing up is such a buzzword that you see all the time, but really, if you can do that, if you can put your face out there, put your voice out there with your audience, get them used to how you sound and look, and just practice that muscle, just exercise that muscle when it comes to presentation, and just like working on how you come across online. If you mean in terms of how your articles are presented, that's maybe like a deeper question about how to put it together. Um, the thing I would focus on most is your headline. Make sure you've got a great, um, unignorable headline on your articles. If your headline isn't good, the rest of your article may as well not exist because people aren't going to read it if the headline doesn't grab them. So put a lot of time and thought into writing a really good headline. Mark's clarified to reach people in article presentation. Yeah, I think start with the article headline and the really good subheading. Space everything out. Have a lot of white space in your articles. The last thing you want is blocks and blocks of text because nobody wants to feel like they're showing up to read an essay and it's going to take a lot of time. It can be exactly the same length word wise, but if you've got white space in there, you're going to keep people engaged. They're going to feel like it's not overwhelming to read it. So make use of white space, shorter sentences, use dividers to give people those natural breathing moments from they're going through your article as well. They kind of feel like they can have a bit of a pause as they're going through it. You use subheadings, break everything up into smaller sections. Um, with image of art, Mark's asked as well. Yeah, I would yeah, use a really, really good feature image at the top. Substack will automatically pick, I think, the first image in your article. So if you have an image, say halfway through, that's the one that it will use as like your thumbnail. So if you don't want that to be your thumbnail, make sure you put a really good feature image up at the top of your article. Again, I recommend things like Canva for that because they're royalty free as far as you know, especially if you're a paid pro Canva subscriber. But it's really, really helpful to have a good image at the top on a music section as well. Mark's mentioned you can do that as well. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, Mark, but just if you have like a section that links to your music, then yeah, you can do that too. Canva, Mark, Canva, a really, really good website for making these kind of things. I use it all the time for the stuff that I do for my images. It's fantastic. Really, really cool resource. I can't pronounce your name beginning with Y. I'm not going to try to because I'll probably butcher it. But yes, you said you agree about headlines taking a lot of time. They do take a lot of time. And it's worth taking that time uh, to make really good headlines because they're so important. I've realized this probably far too late. I would spend less time on my headlines than I should, and I now know that I can write a great article, and if the headline isn't good, it's not going to draw people in. So, definitely take the time um to work on your headlines. That's how you say your name. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, you're totally right about headlines. Again, if you're joining me here, I'm only here for another few minutes. So if you have any questions about Substack, about anything else that you think I might be able to answer, then definitely pop that into the comments before I go. Again, just to reiterate, my VIP membership offer is on now. It ends on Friday. So if you do want to become a VIP subscriber and get the benefits of those 60-minute Zoom calls and Substack publication audit and the one sheet strategy guide, then definitely upgrade and get the 33% off the overall price, and that's lifetime discount as well. So grab that by Friday if you can. Um, but yeah, I think that's possibly everything I need to say today. So really appreciate your time joining me, guys. I know this is always a bit haphazard. I just kind of jump on here and talk for like 15, 20 minutes and try to throw some stuff at you. But I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. Definitely, if you, you're very welcome, you. If you, if you haven't tried going live on Substack before, definitely try it. I know that it can seem scary, but I'm a totally introverted person who stumbles over my own words, as you can hear, and probably talk far too fast. But I still force myself on some level to do this because I want to spend time with you guys and give you the chance to ask questions and just for you to get to know me as a person as well, and see that I'm a real person. I'm not a bot. I'm not just an image you might see on your screen or a writer who you never get to connect with. So I am here once a week doing office hours like this, and I will share this video as always onto my YouTube channel. So definitely check it out as well. Um, and you can watch the previous version of the videos and my previous videos as well. Um, Yes, Brandon, great advice. It's always easier if you go live with someone else your first time. I 100% agree. It definitely is. It's hard to just go live and talk by yourself like this for a bit, unless you're practiced at it. So if you have a friend on Substack who who you like chatting to, then definitely invite them to go live. You can do it with maybe 3 or 4 people. So definitely give that a try with somebody else to make it easier for the first time. Speaking of that, I'm actually going to be speaking to maybe a couple of people next week. I know that I'm speaking to Philip Hofmager. I think it's no, it's tomorrow actually. Sorry, tomorrow I'm speaking to Philip. So Philip and I used to do a lot of live calls a few months ago. We haven't had a chance for a while, so I'm looking forward to getting the chance to speak to Philip tomorrow. I got to meet him in real life a few weeks ago, so it was really cool to do that. I'm looking forward to getting a catch up with him. So you'll get a notification about that for tomorrow. So definitely tune in for that conversation between Philip and I. Um, and yeah, so yeah, check that out. And I encourage you guys to try Substack Live, to try podcasting, to try anything really that's available. And you never know where your comfort zone actually lies till you try it. You might think that you just want to write, but then you might go live one time and realize this is actually really cool. I really enjoy this. I can get more thoughts out. I can express myself better through video or through audio, than I can through writing. So make use of Substack, make use of everything that's available, make use of YouTube and other social media platforms as well, and really push yourself and try it. Give it a go, and if you like it, great. If you don't like it, then that's no problem. But yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'll catch you again very, very soon. Um, check out my VIP membership offer. Check out Humbug whenever it comes out. Keep an eye on Substack and on TikTok for that as well when I talk about it. If you want to be an ARC reader for Humbug as well, which is an advanced reader where you get to read a copy of the book early, and maybe leave a review of it, then you can reach out to me about that as well. Just send me a message or comment on something, and I will get in touch with you about that. So yeah, hope this is helpful. I'll see you again really, really soon. And thanks as always for your support and spending this time with me on a Wednesday. See you soon.